What's up, guys? Welcome to another Monday night evening with everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or start to your day or week, rather. I was so excited to see Steve stream. Those Legos looked so cool. I am so jealous. Also, I'm just jealous that Steve went to Disney because I really, oh, whoops, I was not on mute. I really miss being at the park. So I'm jealous of anyone who gets to go. But thank you, everyone, for being here. It always means so much to me that you spend your Monday evening with me. And we're on to part 2 of our villains extravaganza of ranking all the Disney villains. We got, as you could see, oh, you can't see. Hold on. As you could see, I'm thinking you guys could see, we got a good portion of the way through, but we'll be making our way through the rest of the villains tonight. I'm going to quickly hop through the chat, say hi to everyone, and then we will get started in ranking some more of our villains. So Samantha Lowe, hello. Mike Wheeler, thanks so much for being here. Nick Gates, Captain Akron, Christine Hickman, Irresistible Magic, Nicole, thanks so much for being here. Pete McDevitt, Pete had such an incredible stream last night with Donna. Karen Cook, hello. Jonathan Chong, Noah's Adventures. Hey, Noah. Pam's fam. Oh, it just jumped. Hold on. I'm going back. James Ryan, Donna Jaworski, Mrs. Darling, Joy, welcome. Tina McNeil, Pearl Manhattan, and it's just a jump to the left. I love that. Big Disney fan, hello. Mary, let's see. LSU mom, Emily, hello, welcome. Jersey Mike, public notice, please send me all your ridiculous questions for Meg. I will definitely ask them. Do not do that. Do not send your ridiculous questions to Pete. I will plead the fifth. Dreamer Deborah, hello, welcome. Card Key, we found you, welcome. I just think when Pete said that, it was so funny. Angela, welcome. Oh, it keeps jumping. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch you all. Roxanne Simpson, hello. Anna, welcome. Shelly, hello. Dean Turkey Legster, hello. I really like your name. Herschel Linney, hello. This keeps jumping so much, so I'm so sorry if I miss you guys. Missed your comment. Kadani Sean, hello, welcome. I don't know why it's being so jumpy today. Pigletruski, hello. Jay Grubbs, hello. I am just following Donna. I follow Donna everywhere, so wherever she goes, I go. Nick Gates, hello, welcome. Melissa, hello. Happy belated birthday again, Melissa. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind. Yeah, a lot of you guys noticed on Saturday night when I was on Dan's stream, I dyed my hair on Saturday, so if you guys are new to my channel or if you're just hopping in and you don't know, for the last 8 years or so, I've had bright red hair. No, it's like 7 or 8 years I've had really bright red hair, and I love having it. And during quarantine, it had grown quite a bit. So I let it grow, and I really needed to dye it. So it needed to change. And now we're back to the blue. Actually, a lot of people were like, you had blue in your hair? And I'm like, yeah, I had it for some time, but now it's much more prominent because I rebleached the top. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so excited to finish doing our Disney villains. So I'm just going to go ahead and, because it took some time, yes, go follow. So if you're going to follow someone, Donna is most assuredly the best to follow. Yeah, guys, please go check out Donna's channel. She is such an incredible person. She's so kind, and she's been doing really amazing cooking streams. So Donna, I would love to be able to do a plant-based cooking stream with you, and let me know if you'd ever want to do that with me. Stacy, thank you so much for posting that. And we're just gonna, oh gosh, I just dropped my phone. Well, I'll have to go and get that after. We are going to be starting with Edgar Balthazar from Aristocats. You guys can see we started going through all of our villains. So right now at the top, hey Amy, welcome from AJC Magic TV. We only have so many at the top for super awesome villain. So I'm gonna run through if you guys missed it last week. S is A++++++. Villain. Villain. I was thinking of Donna again. Hey, Avery, welcome. Julie, welcome. Oh, Closet Disney Nerd, thank you so much. Hey, Mick, it's been a while since I last tuned in. Just wanted to say hi. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you for that $5 super chat. So I really, really appreciate that. That's so kind. Thank you. That was so nice. Are you 100% plant-based? I've tried it a couple times and seem to do about 80% of the time. I eat eggs, and I have tried fish a few times, but I'm not a fish person. But I do eat eggs, but for the most part, I am like 95% plant-based. I don't eat chicken, meat. I don't eat dairy. So yeah. Anyway, that's definitely another. Wait, is the villain version of the Disney? Wait, Donna named Dylan? No, there's no Disney villain named after Donna. Oh gosh, fish offerings, not food. Exactly. So you guys could see up at the top, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villains that made Super A++++. Hey, Cody, welcome. Julie says, I have 1 daughter that identifies with the princesses and 2 that identify with the villains. Yeah, my mom and I are huge villains fans, so I don't know what that says about me as a person. Alyssa and Neil, welcome. Pete says, question, where is it on this chart? Patrick is not a villain, so he's not up here. And I know that Patrick's having a great time with his family, celebrating PJ and obviously Nicole before the baby comes. So that's going to be so exciting. But we're just going to go ahead and start. Like I said, S is super, super awesome, top tier. I know Nicole likes Madam Mim. Madam Mim should have been higher. Where did we put her again? Oh, she's C. You know, that wasn't too bad. Feel free to put your answer in the chat. Just put the letter that you want to vote for. So we're going to do Edgar Balthazar from the Aristocats next. So I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the Aristocats, so please don't get mad at me. I know a lot of people are in love with that movie, but I'm not the biggest fan of this guy. Oh, Nicole went straight for it. Same with Avery, F and F. And also last time we classified F as forgettable. So if you don't remember a specific villain, you can easily put them in F for forgettable. I eat fish. I was just completing your quote. I love it. So Tina, no problem at all. S is the highest tier, like the best villain. Obviously, you can see the evil queen. I wonder if I can, let me see. Can I make this bigger? Zoom in. Is that better? Do you guys like that better? Should I zoom in just a little bit more? Zoom in. Is that better? I think that's a little bit better. So you guys can see the Evil Queen, Chernabog, the Headless Horseman, Captain Hook, Maleficent, and Cruella de Vil are all in the S tier. Then we go to A, which is just a little bit below. Okay, good. That's better. Good to know in case we end up doing a tier maker again. And then we just continue to go through. It sure helps these old eyes. You guys are so funny. So obviously F, we were considering either not a very good villain or forgettable, but then also, villains that we might not like very much. And also we're going based on who Chernabog should be mega S, super extra villain. So many in the F range. So we're also going based off of what kind of character they are, not certain, like specifically about how bad of a villain they are, or hey Steve, awesome stream. I'm so glad that you're home safe and you had a great trip, and I'm glad that you enjoyed your time with Dale and Corey, ? If you actually saw them. Rock and Robin, hello. Jafar needs to be S top tier. Well, we'll have to see about that because I don't like Jafar, but we're going based on everyone's answers. So Andy, welcome. Let me scroll back up just a little bit to see what you guys were saying. So I see a lot of E's and F's. James said a D. Pigalatrusky said C. So, oh no, lost internet less than 1 minute after I stopped my stream. Well, that's good that it went right after your stream stopped. But I'm sorry that you don't have the internet. Yeah, Steve had like 150 people watching tonight. That was bananas. So let me know again where we should put Oh, Mike, thank you so much. That was really special to me to hit 100 sales on my Etsy shop. So to everyone who's bought from my Etsy shop, thank you so much. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for everyone that was in the first 100. So I will be doing a drawing of whoever bought something from my shop, and I will be sending something out. And who knows, I might be doing a giveaway on my YouTube channel pretty soon. We'll see. So Avery said a definite F. Alyssa says F. Gaston should be an A. Well, we will get to Gaston, and we will get to all these other villains. Donna, thank you so much. Donna, like, there are several of you guys in the chat here that have been so super supportive of my Etsy shop, and Donna owns, like, I think 5 pair of my ears. Nay, I got my ears from you today. Oh, I hope that you like them. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad. Like, I love when you guys leave either like reviews, or if you send me a message just saying that you like my ears. It makes my whole week. Yes, Hades is a total S for me too. So we will get there. Good morning from Australia. My first time here. Welcome, Carrie. Thank you so much for being here. So should we? Oh, you are so kind. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Tina. You guys are so wonderful. So are we going with F, or what are we doing? Is Corey's alter ego on the list of villains? I don't know. Maybe he's below this line here. I know that some of you guys were saying E, and I heard a C, so maybe we put him in E. I don't know. Hey, Meg, can't stay long. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Hi, Lauren. Welcome. Donna says, I love all the ears I've gotten from Meg so much. They're very well made and beautiful. You're so kind, Donna. Oh, Mike, thank you. Oh, you guys are so kind. Sherry, welcome. So Stacy's saying F. So, I'm just going to go ahead and sneak him right in there. I don't know. Thene Amazing, hello, welcome. So where am I? Oh, Sheriff of Nottingham. So we've got him next down here. I have to write them down because it's hard for me to see. Let me see. Can you guys see that? No, you can't, but that's a lot better for my eyes. Oh, Alyssa and Neil, you guys are so kind. And I know Neil is such a talented musician. So Lauren says C. I can't wait to see what you guys say about him, because I was asking my mom Disney trivia questions the other day, and Karen is, wait, hold on. Karen, you're so kind. Karen has 5 pairs of my ears. Like, seriously, you are so supportive. It's mind-blowing. Thank you. Nicole, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful time with your family, and thank you for everything you do. James says C. Pagel Latrusky says A. Stacy says B. Nicole says B. Avery says C. Andy says C. Nick says C. Alyssa says C. Pam says C. So I think for the consensus, we're going to maybe go with C, right? Noah says C. Yeah, I think we'll move him into C. Jonathan says C. Lauren says, and I won't be around for Ursula, but she is an S for me. I feel like a lot of people are just going to say S for Ursula too, but we will get there. I think she's definitely for, oh, no, she's just a little bit. Let's just go with C. Exactly. Yeah. Closet Disney Nerd says D. Big Disney Fan says E. We'll just put him in C. So we got Prince John next, who's also from Robin Hood. I think he's a really interesting character. I'm not a huge fan of Prince John. James says, I'll proxy it for you. We'll take into consideration Lauren's vote. Karen says D for Prince John. Too bad we can't do a letter J for Prince John. Thene Amazing says D. Joy says C. Stacy says B. Texas, beautiful, lovely Texas. B, D, maybe D. C, D, C, D, 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 D. So it sounds like more people are saying D. So I think we're going to move him into D. He'll be friends with Cyanam. We'll see. Okay, we got Madame Medusa from The Rescuers. What do you guys think about her? I'm not a huge fan of The Rescuers. I think I maybe watched the movie once or twice. So I don't know. You guys will have to, chime in with your opinions here, because I'm not a huge fan. Thene Amazing says F. Stacy says F. Nick says E. Karen says C. Pigalatrusky says B. Pam says E. I like when you guys have different answers. It's really intriguing to me. And once again, I'm going to call out Miguel Benitez because I need to have our argument about, not argument, but our debate about Hercules versus Aladdin. I'm just thinking about Miguel because he thinks Elsa is a villain. But I want to talk about how Hades is a better villain than Jafar. Sorry, not sorry. Emily says F. Tina says A. I love that movie and hated her, but not an S. Interesting. Avery says F. Karki says E. Jonathan says D. Noah says F. Oh, Hagen, welcome. C. E. Saw it once ages ago, don't remember it. So maybe she's so mean to children, says Karen. I like the villain's book better than the movie villain. Oh, the book's villain. Interesting. Hades does belong in S. Flower and Garden Festival. Hello, welcome. I am using StreamYards. It's, if you could see it up in the top corner there, it says powered by StreamYards. So, yeah, I don't know. Should we put him in, her in F? Because it's so torn. Some of you guys are saying she's really good, but if I'm being fair, I don't like her very much either. They're all evil. They're there to take your money. Yeah, so I'm just gonna scooch her right over here. If anyone is really, if they object to that, I can move her. This is not in a black and white. We'll figure something out. So the next one we have Amos Slade. I'm not a fan of him either, who likes anyone that wants to kill animals. So, I do love Cruella de Vil, but she's a better character. I don't know. I just don't think that he's such a good character. Also, not a huge movie, and I'm not a huge fan of The Fox and the Hound, only because it's a sad movie, and I don't like, I think I said this last week, I don't like sad animal movies, because it's so sad. You get an F, and you get an F. I'm like Oprah, but not, because she's much nicer when it comes to these things. It sounds like F, 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 E. So maybe we should just put her in there, him already in there. I'm mixing up people's genders, so let's put him in there. To be fair, we're not supposed to like the villains. Ooh, I'm getting more Fs in here. I love the villains. So I even got my Star Wars Join the Empire ears on. I was going to wear my matching shirt from LBV, but I forgot to change. So, does anyone know who this villain is? Because honestly, I don't even know. Let me try to zoom in even more. Can you guys see him there? Right here? I'm doing a circle. Do you guys know who he is? Because honestly, I have no idea. And I don't know if I should just call him Bob. Oh, I love it. Okay. That's my dad's name. There are some villains that really help drive the story, and there are others who are only there because the movie needs a villain. Great point. Also, I think I'm just really interested in villains who, I think the character of Kylo Ren, if you want to call him a villain, default him to F. Yeah, I think we'll end up doing that. Is he holding a dog? He's like a spooky, skeleton, glowy skeleton thing with a red hood. Stacy, I don't even know his name. That's why I skipped him, because I didn't know. He has evil hands. He does. But I'm really intrigued and interested in Kylo Ren because he's so torn between good and bad, and I think there's so many villains who can potentially be. Could he be Red Skull? He looks kind of like Red Skull, but I thought Red Skull was only in the Marvel movies, and this has no Marvel. Is he from Black Cauldron? I don't even know. It doesn't even. I have no idea. But what do you guys think? Should we just put him in F because no one knows? No one knows who he is. Well, also, we can just skip over him for now. Is that the Horn King? It might be, actually. It's so small. Can you make it big again? Yeah, I'll try and zoom in even more. It kind of does look like I'm going to zoom in even more. So be ready. Hold on. Look at all this. Can you guys see? It looks like, yeah, that's the Horn King. I didn't see the horns. Thanks, Avery. Kyle is Star Wars, and most of the Disney villains are not written to be torn. Oh, but there are so many that can be. These are actually nice and clear pictures. I kind of like it. So I am going to zoom out, and you guys will have to let me know what you think. Is this where we were before? Well, that one's good. I like that one. So, yes, I think Kylo Ren is dead. He killed his father. Jeez, Megan. But he wants to be good. He said, like, oh, he like didn't want to kill his father. I'm just gonna be on his side the whole time. Ben Solo for life. E says Stacy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Horn King. So I'd put him in C. D says Tina McNeil. But like the Evil Queen too, like she is so awesome. I love her. Hey Nate, welcome. Nate, I see that you're going on someone else's live stream, the Disney Nerd Herders, on Wednesday, so that's going to be exciting, but you'll have to come on my stream now. Thane Amazing says E, Avery says E, Karen says F, Pam says E. So maybe we'll put him in E, because I think you can't take a mulligan on killing your father. Well, maybe he didn't mean to, okay? I mean, he did. He had an intention, but he was in a bad place, okay? Not all bad people do bad. I mean, not all good people do good things all the time. So I feel like this is going to have to be another debate. We'll have to get Josh back on from Triple P. We'll have to get Walt back on from Mouse Talk. And then Steve and I could defend Kylo Ren / Ben Solo. And then Josh and Walt can hate on him. Okay, next we have Professor Radigan from The Great Mouse Detective, and great character, but not good. What are we basing the rank on? Tina, I'm going based on character, like what their character development is like, what kind of character they are. But you could, also go based on what your own criteria is. That's what I'm doing. Stacy says A, and I know I'll like pitch in for Disney Dan. I think he would say A as well. Yes, Stacy says A, Pam says C, Pigalatrusky says B. I'm always excited for everything in October, so yes, I'm excited. Emily says B, Avery says A, James says B. Oh, Ryan McDowell, hello, welcome. Noah says A, Karen says B, Big Disney Fan says A, Nick says B, Alyssa says A. So it seems like we're teetering kind of on the A, B category. So they need to be memorable to be, yes, 100%. They need to be memorable. Rockin' Robin is throwing out a Z there. Nice. Angela says B. So I'm seeing a few more people, I think, say B. So I'm going to move him into B. Mary, welcome. So he's going to go next to Mr. King Louie. And then we got Roscoe and DeSoto from Oliver and Company. I honestly don't even think I've seen this movie. Maybe I've seen it once when I was a kid, but I don't remember it very much. So, I mean, you guys will have to fill me in on what kind of characters they are. I trust your judgment. I'm not a huge fan of villains that I don't know, obviously, but who knows? Nick says D, James says E, Karen says E, Flower and Garden Festival says B, and I like how your picture is a B and you're voting B. Jonathan says B, Emily says E, Big Disney Fan says E, Pam's Fam says E, Karki says D, Avery says E. So I think more people are saying kind of on the border of D and E. They weren't the main villains, so D. That's a good point, Tina. I kind of like that point. Because you guys could kind of see who's coming up next, I think. So we got some E's, D. Ooh, okay, I see more E's now, I think. So, maybe we'll just put them right in there. Oh, Jonathan Chuck. So I see a couple C's there. We'll move into D. We'll be nice. We'll be nice today. Okay, so next we got Bill Sikes from Oliver and Company. Once again, not a movie I'm super familiar with. I don't remember these two villains, but I see Our Lady next, who's Ursula, and I know that she's probably going to be an S. So we got to be kind to this gentleman as well. Stacy saying B. So Stacy, I'm assuming that you're a fan of Oliver and Co. then, because I think you voted pretty high for the other one too. Big Disney fan says A. Pam says D. Nick says E. James says E. Pigalatrue says D. Ryan McDowell is finally back on his computer, and with the wife's permission, of course. Love it. Gotta always have happy wife, happy life, right? Mary Kehoe says D. Noah says E. So once again, we're kind of torn between this one as well. A couple more E's coming through. So maybe I'll move him into D just so that we could be fair. I like fairness. B for me as well. I like that movie, but I'm biased because Billy Joel is in it. I mean, sometimes we like characters based on who's in the movie, right? It came out when I was a senior in high school. Special place in my heart. That's pretty awesome. That's like The Lion King for me. I love The Lion. I mean, I wasn't a senior in high school when The Lion King came out. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll move into D. I'm not that old. Okay, I mean, I'm like, not that that's old. I'm covered. Where's my shovel? Anyway, Ursula. Ursula is an S for me, 100%. I think she's one of the scariest villains, especially when she turns into a octopus monster, squid monster, whatever she is. Okay, you guys are not old. I was a senior in high school when The Lion King came out. I love it, Theme Amazing. I was not a senior in high school. Yeah, so everyone's saying S. Pam says, wait, let me go back. It's going so fast. You guys knew immediately. Super sensational, splendid, spectacular, sassy Ursula. SSS. I love it. Yeah, this is pretty unanimous. Some of them I figured would be pretty unanimous. Hey, a lot older. I was already married when Lion King came out. Okay, I'm old. No, Tina, I think you're actually the same age as my dad. So I don't consider my parents old at all. They're very young, especially at heart. Cool drummer, welcome. And so I think that even my grandparents are young. So gonna go up into the S category. I was old when Lion King came out. I was not old when Lion King came out. So next we got Percival McLeach. I think that's what I wrote, from Rescuers Down Under. Honestly, I don't even know if I've seen this movie either. Dan is gonna kill me. He's gonna be like, oh my gosh. And welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. I was a senior in high school when Lion King came out. I should just like close my mouth. That's where I said, where is my shovel? I'm just digging a larger hole for myself. Karen, you are not old either. You guys are not old. None of you, especially since we all love Disney so much. We're all young at heart, no matter what. And as my parents say, we have the Peter Pan syndrome that we never ever want to grow up. More for my family. You guys could grow up if you want to. Yeah, I never ever want to grow up. I just want to be a big kid for the rest of my life. So at least I think I was a senior. I remember going to see the movie on a day off from school, and I didn't have a car to use until I was a senior. Ooh, that's a good story then. Oh, Anne. Oh, good. Okay. You know, you're not that much older. Okay, so we got E, D, D, B, C, E, B, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Stacy says, I like The Rescuers Down Under much better than the original, so I'd go C. Nice. Lion King did come out in 1994. I don't feel old until I do something athletic. Okay, welcome. That's like what my dad says. My dad did, many of you guys know that I ran my first half marathon this past year, and then I did the Dopey Challenge in January, which seems like forever ago. But my dad ran his first half marathon with me in September of last year, which was my first one. And then he also did the half marathon with me during the Dopey Challenge. And I was like, Dad, did you think that you were going to be, I'm not going to say his age, but like this many years old and doing your first half marathon? And he was like, well, I don't know, but I feel like I'm old now. Let's see. I don't feel old until I get up out of bed. I know. And my grandpa says it's AGE. That's what it is. So I think maybe we'll put him in C, because I know some people are saying A, some people are saying B. Patrick, welcome. Almost 30 when Lion King came out. Well, you guys are longtime Disney fans, and I love it. I love hearing stories about how old you guys were when you saw your first movie. Like, my first movie was The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I feel like explains so much about my personality. So what did I say? We're going to move him to D or C? I don't remember what I said. Can someone help me out while I'm holding him here? Who are we voting for? We're voting on Percival McLeach from Rescuers Down Under, the guy that I'm dancing around on the screen. So I don't remember exactly what I said, if I was going to put him in C or D, because I wanted to be nice to him. And let's just put him in C to make it a little bit more even. So, oh, Stacy said C. Okay, S. Well, I'm not I'm not on Gaston yet, but we will be on Gaston. Okay, oh, Isaac, welcome. And we will be on Gaston now. So what do you guys think Gaston should be? I said C. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Stefan, welcome. The fact that Chernobog isn't featured in that. He's actually in the S up here. So he made it to super awesome villain. I just picked off an image from the internet. So I think that I'm pretty sure we all agree that he is one of the most villainous villains from any Disney film. And I think many of us love Fantasia. So he made it up into the super A+++++. He is up there with the Evil Queen and all those other amazing villains. So everyone's saying A or S. So that is kind of interesting. I thought more people would be saying S, but I could see that he might be an A. Lana, welcome. Lana says A. Emily says A. So I think we're just going to continue on and put him in A, because this is a website called Tiermaker that I'm using. So we're going to move him into A. Anne says A, Kay says A. So it sounds good. We'll put him into A. And then next we have Jafar. I know a lot of you guys like Jafar. He's not smart enough for S, but he's good enough for A. I love it. That's so funny. Gaston is an A up until the last 20 minutes of the movie. Then he's an S. Interesting. I like how you guys are justifying when they are an S, when they're an A. Dean Amazing says S. Pam says B. For me, he would be an F. I don't like Jafar. Piglet True says B. Lana says B. Ryan McDowell says S. You animal. What? Jonathan Chung says A. James says B. Mary Kehoe says S. Selena, welcome. S. She says. Noah says S. Isaac Nail says B. Kidani Sean says A. Karki says A. Ew, Jafar is so creepy. I vote E. He's got skills, though. And I'm so on the same page as you. He is the creepiest villain, maybe besides when Ursula becomes a sea monster. She's actually legitimately terrifying. But Jafar is the worst. Maybe next to Frollo. I don't like it. Oh, yes, my hair is actually blue. But thank you. Jafar is an iconic villain in the iconic Disney film. In an iconic Disney film. Teresa, welcome so much. Thank you so much for being here. And she votes A. No worries. I know we got some West Coast fam over there, and we just appreciate you being here. Also, I stutter over words all the time. So I'm going to put him in A because everyone's saying A or S, but if it were me, he would not go in that. Patrick says B. Avery says S. Closet Disney Nerd says S. So I guess he'll go in A. So, Now, we move on to the Lion King that we were just talking about, because, you know, I love the Lion King. So we got Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed. And I feel like if Ed doesn't make your list as one of the greatest villains, I don't know what you're missing out on, because these three are hilarious. I think they at least deserve to be a B or greater. Let's see. Piglet Trusky says B. Pam says B. Andy says B. I think we're all on the same page. Thea Amazing says B. Joy says A. I mean, I could go for an A, too. Emily says B. Kidani Sean says B. Noah says S. Isaac Nail says B. Karki B. Lana B. Mary B. Ryan B. So it sounds like most... Movie Mania Nick, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Kay says, I love Ed. He's my favorite. He's pretty awesome. See, Tina, I think just because they're not specifically the main villain, I don't know. I think that they're really awesome. Yes, Cool Drummer. We also agreed with that last week. Like, some of them are not 100% villainous, but they were on the list of Disney villains on Wikipedia, and Stacy has the link if you'd like to if you'd like to see it. I'm going with B because they won't get a sniff without Scar. Ooh, so I think they're gonna go to B because most people are saying B. And that's pretty awesome. And of course, next we have Mr. Scar. You guys know that I love Scar, mostly because I have dressed up as Scar several times. Thanks, Stacy, for posting that. I love to do my Scar makeup, and then I love his line, I am surrounded by idiots. I would say he is an S-level villain. Once again, another argument that I could get in with Miguel. I think that Scar is one of the absolute smartest villains that is in any Disney movie. I could see, it's pretty unanimous, like almost all S's. He's such a good villain because he's so smart. As for Scar, I love it. As for Scar, you guys both said that. They are definitely key in Scar's success. Exactly, yes. And I love all of them working together, but Scar is such a good villain. He really is. But also, yes, so Tim, here's the thing. Male lions will kill off other male lions in a pride. So it's not like that big of a deal that he killed off his brother, because I mean, it is. That is like the saddest moment in any Disney movie for me when Mufasa dies. Spoiler alert, that movie was made like 26 years ago, though. Anyway, that's not atypical for real lion lives, though. So, like, you have 1 or 2 male lions that are in a pride of female lioness with, like, I don't know, maybe 20 lioness, or I don't know, 10, 20 lioness. And they will fight each other off to take over the pride. So, but you have said Scar is not really a villain because male lions kill each other. Exactly, but he's so good. Like, he's so evil. Like, he did it in such an evil way. But exactly, Kate, that's my point. Male lions kill each other all the time. And I just really love Jeremy Irons. I think you can't get any better than that. I mean, you can with certain villains, but yes, as a fact, they will kill off anybody to take the pride. Yes, so it could be their own brother, just like real life stuff. But I do love The Lion King. That's like, I always say that Hercules and The Lion King are my favorite Disney movies. It's how he killed him, blaming Simba. Yes, Teresa, that's a good point. Thank you. So next we got Governor Radcliffe from Pocahontas. I like Pocahontas, but he did it maliciously. Exactly, Karen. I don't remember who was Scar in the live action, Stacey. If anyone remembers, I'm sure Avery knows. So Scar is villainous because he convinced Simba that he was responsible for Mufasa's death. And I think that's what I like. I like the manipulative villain. So anyone who's smart enough, like, I'm a huge fan of the Joker and Harley Quinn. And I think if you can manipulate people to do something, or you're just smart enough to get people, you don't need any special powers. Do lions like catnip? I guess that depends. So Stacy says C, Lana says D, Thea Amazing says D, Karen says E, but he used wildebeest. Oh, the wildebeest. Oof. That was so sad. Closet Disney Nerd says B. James says D. Pegalatrue says F. Joy says C. It skipped E, says Selena. Pam says C. Mary says D. Karki says D. Isaac says D. Maybe a C, says Closet Disney Nerd. Oh, of course, Avery knew. I don't even know how to say that, so I don't want to embarrass myself. C. So it sounds like a lot of people... Oh, Andy. Okay, I will specifically say, like, I'll be, maybe someone could put in lines in the chat or like slashes when we move on to the next one. So it seems like most people are saying around C. Kay says he is a good villain. Radcliffe that he's now a good villain. Radcliffe that he is, but he is scary because he shows the greed in us. Ooh, I like that. Dig, dig, dig. Also, I really like Phantasmic. So I mean, he makes a small appearance there. So I think we're going to move him to C. So now we're going to be done with that vote. We're going to be moving on to Mr. Frollo. I don't know, guys. I know that a lot of people like him. It should be not a good villain. Okay, I got it now. Thanks so much, guys, for putting those in the chat. The little slashes and the lines. Cool. I'm not a huge fan of Frollo, mostly because he freaks me out. He's super creepy, similar to Jafar, but he is a very intense, very passionate villain. Also, the kinds of villains that think, once again, why maybe I like Kylo Ren, you have a person that thinks they are so right when they're actually wrong. And it's definitely an interesting concept. I think you guys are on my drift here. So we got E from Mike Wheeler. Tim says F. Mary says F. Pam says E. Karen says B. Andy says E. Tina McNeil says that she thinks that he's an S. Selena says E. Emily says E. E for Emily. Noah says E. Kay says he is creepy. E. No, I keep going backwards. I mean A. Yeah, so A is the top. And so it goes S, A, B, C, D, E, F. F is the worst or forgettable. James says he is the embodiment of evil. He tries to burn a baby. He rounds up an ethnic group and struggles when rejected. And he is a judge. He is the biggest S. So I can agree with you that he is not a good person. And that's what I'm talking about when you have someone who thinks that they are so right, but they don't realize that what they're doing is wrong. So they don't view themselves as a bad person. But I just think he's so creepy, and I don't like his character because he's so creepy. And poor Quasimodo, like, he's so mean to Quasimodo. And I'm personally not going based off of how evil someone is. I'm going more based off of how I like their character. And it's totally okay if you want to do the other way of how much of a villain they are, like how evil they are. But he's super creepy. And okay, so we got a lot of E's. We got a D. Stacy says S. Jonathan Chong says S. And yeah, so we got a few people here, different things. Kadani Sean says B. I knew that a few of them would be really torn, but that makes him a well-developed character. I don't know. Even Karen says creepy makes him a great villain. I don't know. I don't think so. I think, but you know what? I think we'll go somewhere in the middle. We'll put him in C. That's dead in the middle for villain. But based on what you said, Meg, I would now say D. Stacy, what did you say before? S? Yes, you said S before. So I'm just not a huge fan of him as a character. It's just not someone I enjoy watching, really. I actually really try not to watch The Hunchback, mostly because I don't like him. But Hellfire is a really, really, really good song. So we're on to some of my favorite villains next. So we're going to be done with Mr. Frollo there. Every time I want to see Mr. Frodo, if you guys know, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. And yes, fire. You're not supposed to like him, but I want to like the villains. I want to like all the characters in the movies. That's what movies are for, right? To like the characters. But also, yes, to learn lessons, to really like the idea of Frollo. I don't like. Anyway, we've got Pain and Panic next. They are two of my absolute favorites. And I know you guys are probably saying they are only side characters, but they are a total S for me. Hercules, like I said, is one of my top favorite Disney movies of all time. And they are hilarious. Like, they are just so funny. Hercules would not be the same without them. So we got A, S, A, S. You're supposed to like the heroes, but I want to like all the villains too. Like in Hercules, I love all the characters because I fall in love with all the characters. But I also think if we're going back to Frollo really quickly, and then I will see all your votes here. Hunchback in general is a much more intense movie. Like, it's a really, really intense movie. Oh, Thene Amazing. Oh, Ryan McTell. Oh, you guys, what are you doing? Hercules is like the most underrated Disney movie. I don't know why people haven't seen it. The music is great. There's a character named Megara, who my friends call me Meg, at least they would if I had any friends. So I love that movie so much. I feel like you guys are all missing out. So we got ASASAAASD. James. I feel like, did I say this last time with Pete or with, I think it was with Steve, where it's like the Krusty Krab pizza song. It's like, oh, Squidward. I'm like, oh, James. Or Brad. Janet. Dr. Scott. You missed that Saturday night. Oh, BB. Oh, I missed it again. B. It sounds like most people are saying B, kind of A. The thing with Hunchback is it's been Disney-fied. It's not how the story ends. A lot of things have been Disney-fied. Let's see. A, I love them too much. Exactly, Closet Disney Nerd. I love them so much, but I will, we are worms! Worthless worms! James says they are minor characters. Without Hades, they are nothing. I actually disagree with that. I think they totally make the movie. But most of you guys are saying in between A and B, so I'm going to move it to B, which breaks my heart because I love them. They're awesome. So we got Nessus from Hercules as well, and then we'll move on to Hydra next. So we got a couple more villains from Hercules, and I think the elements are there too. Yeah, we got a couple of the elements. You're wearing his merchandise? I know, that's such a, I love their jokes. They're so funny. It's like, if's a good thing. Yeah, so let me know, guys, what you think about, excuse me, our next character. Pain and Panic in the Halloween parade in the go-go cages with glow sticks is epic. Yeah, they are really funny characters, and I think that they deserve much more love than they get. I know that Nessus is just a small character, and keep in mind, like, I didn't come up with this list. This list is specifically from, Stacy has posted it periodically throughout the chat, but it's from a Wikipedia page of a list of all the Disney villains. So these are what are listed in the Disney universe. It doesn't include any Pixar or Star Wars or even The Nightmare Before Christmas, but we do have some animated villains here. And C or D, B, C, C, C. Spoken like a true villain. You are nothing without me. I love it, Jonathan Chung. Mary says C. Shelly says C. So it sounds like most people are saying C. I'm going to try and do this a little bit quicker because I didn't realize what time it was, and we still have a good chunk of villains left. So we're going to do some slashes, and we're going to do Hydra next. So if you guys don't remember, if you haven't seen it, Hydra is the one that Hercules cuts off all the heads and then they grow back. So I actually have a shirt with this on, with Hydra on it. Oh, cool, Alfred. Awesome. Thanks so much, Ryan and Tina, for posting that. Stacy's putting some lightning bolts in there. James says D. Let's see. Tina says E. Pam says B. Closet Disney Nerd says C. Joy says D. Selena says E. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight and voting along with me. It really means a lot to me that I get to talk about Disney villains, and you guys are, hanging out with me. It really, really makes my night. So Shelly says B, Ann says E, Nick says D, Isaac says E, Mike says E, Emily says E, Mary says E, Stacy says D, Jonathan says D. Hydra is horrible for what they did to Bucky. Oh wait, wrong Hydra. Yeah, exactly. wrong movie series. Oh my gosh, Karen, I'm so jealous. Please send me pictures, and I hope you got more dresses. So it sounds like most people are going in between D and E. So I'm just going to be more of a tiebreaker, and I am going to put him in D. So we are going to continue on to our elements, friends. So I'm just going to combine our two elements together. So they are these next two ones. Thanks, Donna. I'm a Winter Soldier fanatic. No worries. We all like Marvel here. No worries, Teresa. I I don't know all of them either, and I have a lot of fun learning about who you guys like as characters and what villains you guys like, and yeah, it lets me know a lot more about you guys, because I this is one of my favorite parts about live streams, is getting to chat with you all and interact with you all. And I never thought that I would really be doing this, and I know I'm gonna just like briefly talk about. Oh, good night, big Disney fan. The reason I started a YouTube channel was to talk about Disney pins and make friends that like Disney. And I never thought that there would be so many people that liked Disney as much as I do. And sometimes I think some people like Disney more than I do, which is hard to believe because I'm a huge Disney fan. But it really, like, I can't even tell you how much fun I have doing this every week. It's something that I look forward to all week. And especially on Mondays. Like, I wish sometimes the weekend would go by faster so I could stream. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. So, the elements. What do you guys want to do about these guys? I mean, to be fair, they're only very briefly in the movie. Mount Olympus is that way. So I don't know. I see one of my favorite villains is coming up next. So Nick says E. E for elements. Karen says E. James says F. I can understand maybe an F. Selena says E. Joy says E. Donna says F. Ryan's singing it at the top of his lungs right now. I also feel like we need a Disney karaoke night. F, E, E or F, E, 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 E. So I'm just going to move ahead and put them in E, both of them. Oh, this is the guy that's mean to Hercules. He's so mean. I don't like him very much. He just, like, flicks him. Yes, Mike, thank you so much for bringing that up. Before we end the stream, because I'm going to keep going until we finish, because I don't want to bring this into another week, because, gosh, I have so much other stuff that I want to talk about. Yes, Avery, we will definitely do it. But before we get on to Hades, I just want to say, Mike reminded me, every week we do something called Meg's Magical Moment, and it's something that I try and do to highlight someone in the chat or in the YouTube Disney community every week, just to say thank you for your support and just for everything that you guys do. And then also, we have been recognizing our Muppet Badge of Honor recipients. I think I got that right this time. So this week, our Muppet Badge of Honor recipient that's being highlighted is actually Mike Wheeler. So that's pretty exciting, Mike. Thank you for all that you do. You are so, so wonderful. Your sense of humor is, you and Pete, like, I am always laughing. When someone made the joke, or someone said something about like maybe Corey coming over and tasting someone's meatloaf, and Mike was like, I'll be the blind taste tester. And I had to tell my mom about the joke because I thought it was so funny. I laughed so hard. And so, Mike, thank you so much for all that you do. I don't remember exactly what Muppet you are, so I'm so sorry. I don't remember. Let me see. Is it your picture? No, you're just still your regular picture. If someone could tell me what Muppet he was, I know some of you guys like still have it in your icons. But then also, I like to recognize one person in the community every week for. Oh, he's Gonzo. I love it, Gonzo for Mike Wheeler. So thanks, Mike. And I like to recognize one person in the community as well, just to say a huge thank you for all that they do. So she's also here in the chat. Stacy Rogers, thank you for all that you do, Stacy. I know that you have really been having a tough time as of recent, and thank you for always being here in our streams, for doing all the modding that you do, and we really wouldn't be very far without you in terms of time stamping everything that Steve does. So I totally appreciate everything that you do, and thank you, Mike and Stacy, for being here, especially tonight when I get to say these nice things about you, because you guys are so wonderful. Because I have to keep reminding my husband, Mike has such a wonderful outlook. Yes, he does. And same with Pete. I just, being around them makes me feel more positive. And so for people that don't know, Mike Wheeler is blind, and he can make some funny jokes about it. So, and same with Pete. Pete, Pete has his arm, his hand and foot amputated, and he likes to joke that for Halloween he's going to be Captain Hook. So thank you guys for all that you do. You are so wonderful. And Mike, as always, thank you so much for reminding me for every week for that. So let's move on to Hades now that we've got some awesome people recognized here in the chat. So Hades is an S 100% for me. He is one of my favorite villains of all time. I mean, I'm cool. Like, oh, is my hair out? Like, he's got to be an S. He is the funniest Disney villain, and I'm all about humor. Humor is my favorite thing. Because I think you guys are all on the same page as me. Pam says, love you too, Stacey, more than Ursula, and we all know that means a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and move him up there because he's totally an S. He is incredible. So next we got Shang Yu from Mulan, and I mean, he's not going to be in the new Mulan movie. I haven't seen the movie, but I still see lots of Hades. I love it. Even for people who haven't seen the movie, they're voting for Hades. I love it. So Shan Yu is going to be next. Let me know what you guys think about Shan. Oh, are we gonna? I feel like we're gonna have to move this into next week. I really didn't want to. James Woods was a genius for that character. Yes, 100%. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Rock and Robin. Just let me know if you type it in the chat. And then we'll also have to talk about if this needs to be moved into a third week. I really didn't want to do a third week, but if we have to, we will do it. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for son? Part 3 worked for me. Okay, so maybe we'll do a few more, and then we'll have to do part 3 because we have like a good chunk of villains left, and I know someone was really looking forward to him, and we got some other people that I'm looking forward to. So I know Steve's gonna love Dr. Facilier. Oh, you said you were on the same page. I'm on page 25. I love it. That's pretty funny. So James said B. Stacy says B. Tim says part 3. I feel like we need a part 3. I think so. Yeah, I feel like it's going to take me more than a couple minutes. So if worst case is, we will do 3 more, and then we will have 2 full rows left. Okay, sounds good. So you guys are saying B. Okay, we will do B for Shan Yu. I agree with that. That's pretty cool. 3-parter. I know, I didn't think that this was going to take so long. And then the first time I decided to do it, I was like, let's do makeup with Steve. That's a good idea, Karki. But also sometimes I'm just like, I want to talk about villains. Okay, so we got Saber from Tarzan. What do you guys think about him? Or, I don't remember. Is it a girl? I don't even remember. This is really bad. But I will definitely think about setting a timer for each villain, so I have to stop myself from talking because sometimes it gets out of control. So we will do up to Clayton today, and then we will be ready for our last 2 rows. So I see B, C, F, C, D, B. Oh, Russ, hello, welcome. Anytime I'd miss anything from Diz and that, be like, can you just like restart the whole stream? Andy says D. Russ, I think we're actually going to move it into a part 3. So, hey, Brianna, welcome. Thanks so much for popping in. Have a great night. So I think maybe a C. Meg loves villains. If we do this for heroes, it take 15 minutes. I love Hercules, so Hercules is so good. That's what I thought. It's a she. She is a she. That's why I was like, I think, is that right? So what I say, maybe we'll move it into C. She'll be there. And then we got Clayton as well. So we guys think about, or if you want to do the ///, and then we will do Clayton, and then we will be done on time because, we went over last time, I think. And we still have quite a few villains left and some really good villains. How many of them did you know this time? I think there was only like 1 or 2 of them that I didn't really know, maybe 3. But one of them I couldn't see the picture, and then I see now that it's the Horn King because we zoomed in a little bit this time. So I think I really like it zoomed in. I think it helps a lot. Actually, let me move up. This looks better, so you guys could see. Whoops, there we go. So A, C, B, B. Clayton is a C. C for Clayton. I love it. Avery says B. Emily says C. Isaac says B. So maybe I will go in the middle. Tarzan is super underrated. I think mostly because of the soundtrack. I really like the Phil Collins soundtrack. And yeah, I'm just gonna go in between. I put him in B because I got some A's and I saw some C's and then I saw some B's as well. So we're just gonna meet him in the middle. So next time we will start off with, who are we starting off with next time? We're starting off with, I don't even know because I don't know what movie that's from. So there you go, Russ. That's we're starting with someone I don't know. So we will have to figure that out next week because there are definitely some movies that I haven't seen before. I haven't seen Meet the Robinsons. Please, I have to get on that. I know. And then I have to rewatch Treasure Planet. And yeah, there's still a few that I still have to see and catch up on Disney Plus. An idea for when you are done, let's rank S. Oh, like within each. Oh, that's a good idea, Stacy. So we will see. I'll try and go a little bit quicker next week. We will see how fast I go because I thought I would have been done, 100% done with this. Yes. Oh, that would be so good, Son of Man. That would be terrific. But then maybe after, if we finish early, we will do a breakdown of all of the S villains and see who truly is the best one. So thank you guys so much for being here. A huge thank you once again to Mike Wheeler and Stacey Rogers for all that you do. Pepper Tree Villa is going live right now. Gantu is an S. I love it, Avery. We're not there yet. We will be there. Actually, he's not even. Where did he go? Oh, we know he is there. He is there. I was like, where did he go? Thank you guys so much for being here. Please go check out Pepper Tree Villa, who are going live right now. And let's say villains rule, and then head over #villains rule. And yes, it was a really, really good idea, Stacey. Thank you so much. And I have a couple of videos coming out this week, a brand new subscription box that I will be opening on Thursday, and then another fun video coming out on Saturday. And we'll see you guys next week for another hour of Disney villains. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you all real soon, and head over to Pepper Tree Villa.